and I'm here tonight with my gorgeous model Isabel, and of course my trusty cameraman. His name is Matthew Fleetwood. And so tonight I'm going to be just creating very salon friendly, working with long curly hair. So I will be working with internal and also external graduation, and also with a little bit of layering too, and also really embracing Isabel's natural curly light textures. So I can't wait. So I'm really excited about this. Just for some of you, I've actually drawn some head diagrams here on the board, and really working the green is the sections, and the arrow is where I'll be pulling the hair, and the blue almost dotted area is the cutting line. All right, so I will be doing this here. So I am right-handed, so I will be working, of course, I'll be going to be starting my right side here. But you'll see that the positioning for my hand and my comb and my scissors is going to be able to work for both sides. So, okay. But yeah, so tonight I will welcome everyone. If you have any questions or anything, please, my main man Matthew here, he's going to be your voice. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay. So let me get started, because there's actually quite a bit of work to do tonight. So I will be working with diagonal sections. So I'm going to be working with over-directing this forward. So making sure that I'm actually going to be working from the overall length, working up, working inside my fingers, and also I'm actually going to be using the wide end of my cutting comb because I'm working with the curves. So I'll be over-directing this forward. So yeah, so I'm very, very excited tonight to be able to be with everyone and to be able to share with you some of my ideas. I'm working with just a classic salon-friendly cutting technique. So, you know, as we know, there's many different ways to cut hair. I'm not saying that I'm the world's best hair cutter or anything like that, but this is just my way of how I work with curly hair. So by working with elevation, as you see, working a bit more higher, then gradually getting lower. So in a way, what I say to my students, I've been saying this week, is that I'm kind of like starting at the bottom here and working my way up the mountain. Okay, then the other side, I'll be going down the mountain. So it's just trying to have them remember certain things. So, but if you can see, working from the overall length, then going up higher. And you see, like here as well, making sure that I'm really watching for my elevation. Because remember, the higher you elevate, the more weight you're going to be removing. So, all right. So is anyone watching here yet, Matthew?
Yeah, you've got many people watching right now.
Oh, brilliant. So I'm very excited. So big welcome. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. Like I said, I got an absolutely drop-dead gorgeous model here. Her name is Isabel, and she's actually one of my clients. So, and I thought, you know what, I would love to be able to show how I personally do her hair for this live video. And also tonight I'm actually at our Nottingham Academy, and yeah, I'm here for the week. And then tomorrow night I go down to London, because both myself and one of my staff members, her name is Gusta, we're actually going to be in the color awards. We're the finalists of the men's color specialist and the creative color specialist. So we're both finalists, so we get to go to London tomorrow. So yes, it's been, you know, from Scotland to Nottingham down to London, and then back to Scotland to teach. So it's been really cool. So please, I need all the luck. I'm just very grateful. I'm very happy, very grateful for everything, the way everything's been going. So, okay. So once again, so you can kind of see the way, maintaining that overall length, and I'm going up here. So making sure now I can angle it a little bit more here, just to take off that little wee bit of a corner here, so we can really get that nice strong shape. Then I'm going to continue, as you see, working here. I'm working with diagonal sections, and I'm going to be over-directing in this all forward. So you see, maintain that overall length. So this is a very salon-friendly technique, something you can use in the salons right away. So her hair has been prepped with Mood Instant Repair Conditioner and Mask. So we used that on her hair, but especially with the curls, really making sure there's plenty of moisture there. And her hair is actually gorgeous, plus it's all virgin. Oh my God, right? So I was like almost on my hands and knees begging her to do color, but unfortunately no. She's a very natural girl, so, but yeah, so I couldn't believe it, a virgin color. Oh, but not this time, so hopefully I'll try and convince her for the future. You never know. But yeah, really working with this beautiful curl. As you see, I'm working with my elevation. And you see, I'm going to get higher and higher. You get higher and higher the further you are up the head. So the higher you are on the head, the higher the elevation. So hopefully that makes sense there. So, but like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free. So, cool. Any comments or any questions there, Matthew?
Yeah, we've got quite a few comments. People saying hi. So please excuse me for getting anyone's name wrong.
Come on, Matthew, say some names.
Says hi, shout out here. We've got Heng from Cambodia saying hello, master.
Hello there.
Cambodia is a beautiful country. I've visited there myself. Louisa is saying hello. And Deb is asking, why do hairdressers get so many tattoos on their neck, fingers, etc.?
Okay. The reason why, I mean, myself, I'm actually quite old. So my hands and my neck were tattooed way before tattoos were really cool. So I was a dodgy person in my former life. So I don't know. I think it's more that level of creativity that we have. So, but yeah, I'm not bothered about tattoos myself, you know. But yeah.
Deb, I'm a barber and I don't have any tattoos. Look. There's a tattooless hand.
Oh, wow.
Right there. It's a rarity. And then Luisa's saying, nice to see you from Algeria.
Oh, wow. Wicked.
And here's a familiar name, Thomas, our student. Hello again. I come home now. So he's arrived home from just spending a day with us at the academy here in Nottingham.
Oh, that's brilliant. So I'm glad he got home safe. So he did very good today in class. So, if you see here, I'm really working with that over direction forward here. Making sure. Yeah. And then you see the way I'm going to be working with the layering. So, going down here. And that kind of matches up to the overall length. So we're getting that shape here. So once again, just high elevation, then gradually getting lower and then lower, especially to the overall length. Okay, so remember high, gradually getting lower. So I can't do my final section smack in the middle. There really is not going to be really anything kind of coming off. So really not a lot coming off at all, to be honest with you. So, but this technique is great for curly hair, straight hair. You can do a variety of different lengths. So yeah, so literally nothing's coming off really. So this is a great cutting technique to really control your weight distribution. So yeah, very salon friendly. So here we go. So you can see, and you'll see the way I'm going to be working with the layering afterwards. You know, if you can see this one side, I guess the shape, yeah, going through here. And you see the way I'm going to be working with the curls. I mean, she's got gorgeous, gorgeous curly hair. So I'm very, very happy about working with her hair. So, okay, so I'm going to be doing the same thing on the opposite side. So throughout the cutting, what I like to use is I like to use more of like a leave-in conditioner spray. This one's more designed for more of like a medium to thick, to really kind of work to control the frizz. So I use this one a lot throughout, especially working with curly hair. Now, want to make sure, I'll just put just a tiny bit more on the other side. Cool. But yeah, so this is just really like a very salon-friendly cutting technique that I've been using you know, ever since my time at Vidal Sassoon, when I used to work there, I worked there for like 17 years. I used to work at the LA Academy and also their Advanced Academy in London, hence why I'm in the UK. So, but yeah, so this is like a very similar cutting technique that I would primarily use during that time. So I'm going to be using this as more of like a visual, so kind of coming through here, here. Like I said, really as well, I'm also taking a look at my almost, because this will shrink up here. So through here. Now the way I'm going to be doing it, I'm actually, in order to get that angle, I'm actually going to keep my elbow to my rib cage. So really kind of going down. So by keeping it at your rib cage, through here, there we go.
A question here from, I believe it's Jamie. Just tune in, is this for long layers?
Yes, in a way. So we got, in a way, very, almost kind of working with almost like a little face framing, and also you'll see I will be doing layering. I'm not going to be very aggressive with the layering, so in a way it could be just providing an overall shape, so something a bit more softer around the face and almost very long layering. So something that works quite good with curly hair. So something you'll see, since I'm working with the graduation, which I'm controlling it, so I'm going from external graduation, which is first heavy, then I'm actually going into internal graduation, where you see I'm still building up the shape, but it's not going to be as heavy. Then afterwards, I will be layering it. So for anyone joining us, we also have the sectioning pattern. The green is the sectioning pattern, and the arrows is where I'm pulling the hair for this. And then you'll see that's working with the layering afterwards. So for anyone joining us now, because I know sometimes if you catch the video a little bit later, here we go. So watching, keeping my elevation quite high, and gradually getting lower and lower. So.
Destiny, who's watching us here from New Zealand, has a question.
Cool. Yes.
The question being, this creates the V shape at the back of the head, correct?
It's not so much a V shape. The overall shape will be round, so it won't be maybe as in like an obvious V shape. So it's just really working with technically round graduation at the moment. So you'll see that it will be going from shorter to longer here. So yeah, in a way it will give more of like a softer version of the V shape. So hopefully that answers your question there. So, but thank you very much for asking. Keeping this low. Here we go. So working from shorter to longer. And during this haircutting, so even though I don't necessarily have a mirror in front of me, what I'll be doing is I'm actually looking visual to be able to check my balance as well. So even though I'm over here, I'm still kind of looking over here. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's looking quite balanced there, until I go over and check it. So here we go. So working this, you see this is a bit more higher elevation. Then, like I said, I'm keeping that elbow to my rib cage. Then I'm decreasing my elevation as I'm getting closer to the overall length. There we go. Keeping that low. There we go. But yeah, now I'm very excited. This is something that we teach on we're doing a 5-day ladies cutting course, which is a foundation course. At the moment, I'm here in Nottingham at my academy, and we teach everywhere from barbering, ladies cutting, wet shaving, beard designing, you name it. So, so this week I'm teaching ladies hair cutting, and then off to London tomorrow. So I'm very excited. So really, really excited. But I'm doing live video tutorials for hair braiding each month. So the next one, I believe, is actually going to be, I'll be doing wet shaving. So yeah, really excited. So I love to be able to do everything. I never get bored. I just love learning. You know, for myself, I've been doing this for about 32 years now. So I actually just love what I do. You know, I love learning. I can now say I love learning. I love making mistakes. You know, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes all the time. And yeah, absolutely, I love learning from these things. So, and that's how we grow, you know, because every mistake I make, of course, I'm going to learn from it. Now I've accepted the fact that I'm going to grow from it. So, yeah. Cool. So I'm just going to continue here. So I got about 2 more sections. And you see, I'll be over-directing this forward. So by over-directing it forward, you will be creating a round shape. So I will be coming to America. So I'm going to be, myself and Jen, we're going to be in New York City right after 4th of July. And then also I'll be teaching in New Jersey in I believe it's the July 10th. So yeah, I'm very excited about doing that. So I will be coming to America a little bit more often. So if anybody is interested in any courses, please let us know. So it's from barbering to ladies cutting, and really kind of just, you know, we love education here. We love sharing our knowledge with others to help others grow. So yeah, there we go. What a pretty face. I'm sorry you guys can't see it. I apologize. So I'm just moving along. So I'm going to be doing one more section with my graduation. And like I said, it's not a lot going to be coming off. I will be working this all the way forward here, trying to really work with my elevation. And then you'll see that I'll be working with layering. And I will be working with round layering. There we go. Just move it around. Yeah, there we go.
And just in reply to what you were talking about there, so you're going over to America. Stacey Ariga here is asking where in NJ?
I think it's Princeton. I think it's Princeton. So, yeah. So I'm actually doing a very special course for Metropolis Hair Salon and Spa. So they've been sending their students to Edinburgh, Scotland, and also to Nottingham for in the last couple of months. So we've been personally working with their staff, you know, developing their staff. I mean, oh, it's been amazing working with that team. So passionate individuals. So I'm actually going to be doing a one-day course there, especially on ladies cutting. But yeah, so if you are interested in any seminars one day in America, please, you know, drop us a message. So you can either on Instagram, or Instagram handle is just on there by the board. Okay, so Matthew. So now I'm actually going to be working with the layering. So right now, I really just want to concentrate. So I'm going to be dropping out the perimeter, going above the occipital bone, below, just about to the crown. And I'm working with the wide end of my cutting comb. And I'm just going to be just reducing that weight there. Okay, and that's what layering does. It reduces the weight. Okay, and I'm working a round shape with the layering. The reason why, it's a bit more softer, and also you reduce more weight by working a round shape. Now I'm going to continue going right next to it, working vertical, coming up, now, what I'll be going is right next to it. So I'm actually going to be doing slightly pivoting, or almost like orange segments. So, or in slice segments, I apologize. So going up. Working over my fingers. That's what we do with layering to create a much more flatter shape. And you see, with the layering, we also will be able to create height. Graduation creates width. One length creates depth within your haircuts. So my body position, because I'm right-handed, I'm going to be standing here. Like I said, you see, just slightly over-directing. Okay, you can see, then my final section is just behind the ear. I'm going to be over-directing this back. There we go. There we go. The reason why I over-directed back and up was because, as you see, the hairline, it goes up. So you see, it's quite like a wider area here. That's why I needed to slightly over-direct a little bit higher, okay, to really compensate for that hairline. Now, if you see here, just really, I'm just scrunching it a little bit, and you see, just really kind of just seeing how, yeah, that curl's got a little more lift now to it. And then you see, if afterwards, if you want to kind of like reduce anything, just take these little bits off there, so you can work freehand. So, I'm now going to do the same thing. My body position will still stay the same, and I'm working right next to it. Getting my guide from the middle. There we go. Now, once again, we work with vertical sections when we do layering, because every time you work with vertical sections, you will flatten down the shape, okay? And that's what I want to do here. I want to be able to reduce the weight and slowly flatten it. Now, the reason why I did graduation before, I want to slowly build it up, especially in the front area. Any questions there, Matthew? Or any comments?
No questions. Castro's just commented saying, you're so amazing.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Guess what though? I'm not perfect though. I'm a complete idiot, to be honest with you. I make a lot of mistakes, but like I said, we do learn from our mistakes. And that's why I gotta keep on practicing. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually just practicing. Don't tell Isabel that. But I'm actually just practicing. That's how I see. Every time I do hair, it could be a client, it could be a model, or even on a big show. To me, that's practice. Every time we pick up a pair of scissors, or if we blow dry with shampoo, or we're, doing anything, styling, wet shaving, you name it. We're just practicing our craft, And that's the thing is, the more we practice, we build up our knowledge and we build up our confidence. Because confidence is an inside job, So, there we go. And that's why I love watching these videos here on Hairbrains. Because the thing is, it's like they got so many different topics. Especially, I'm really getting into my razor cutting at the moment. And it's absolutely great. I've been watching videos from Gerard, who's one of the co-founders of Hairbrains, and absolutely loving that. So, now I'm going to be taking a section on top. I'm going to raise this on up a little bit higher. Just taking off these little bits here. There we go. Yeah, so you can really see some of that. Yeah. There we go. Cool. All right. So I can't wait to kind of see the end of it all. So see that movement. Now, what I'm now going to be doing is I'm going to be working on the sides now. So my sections on the sides with the layering. So unfortunately, I don't have it on the board there. I apologize. So my sections are going to be going still vertical, going all the way to the front. When I get closer towards the front, I'm going to be working with over direction back. The reason why is I still want to maintain that weight towards the front area to control the hair. So I'm going to be picking this up. If you see, I'm going to turn her around there, Matthew, just so you guys can see the type of shape I'll be creating. I'm going to be lowering it. Picking this up. and reducing that weight here. So like I said, I'm actually still continuing doing vertical sections, going this way. And like I said, I'll be over directing everything up. See, and now I'm going to continue. Like I said, this is a very salon-friendly haircut here, which I want to really show tonight. Because one, it's just like just creating that beauty, something that works works well for myself in the salons that I've been doing for a long time. This is still a technical shape, so you see I'm not doing any texturizing at all. I'm just still working very technical. Something that, something that's going to be very salon friendly. Once again, watching my elevation. You see, when I get closer to the front, even though I'll be over directing this back, there we go. Yeah, you see nothing's coming off here. And then in a moment, after I've done the other side, you'll see the way I'm going to be cross-checking the haircut. So when we cross-check the haircut, we're really just checking the overall shape. But look at those, the curls are going to be amazing. I can't wait. So now, let me just show from this angle. So I will still be working with vertical sections, still going this way, but my body position will slightly change. Once again, I am right-handed, so it'll be opposite for the lefties. Once again, I'm still using my leave-in conditioner spray from Mood, which is an Italian range. I absolutely love the products, so I'll pick this up. So my body position, so I'm going to be dropping out. You see the hairline here. Working a round shape with the layering. Once again, to reduce more weight. Bring this up. There we go. Oh yes, I can't wait. So then, I'm going to continue here. Then you'll see the way I'm going to be diffused drawing the hair, kind of really working with that curls. Cool. There we go. But yeah, so hopefully everyone's liking what we're doing so far tonight. Once again, I really just want to show a very salon-friendly look, just to really embrace her natural hair texture, which is the beautiful curl. So you see, it's like especially here in England. It's going towards the warm weather, the summertime, and I think it's time to really embrace the curl instead of trying to straighten it, So right now I'm going to really focus on a pure haircut for her. So you see, I'm not going to be waving it or anything like that, just really focusing on a pure haircut. So. Yeah, you see my final section. There's nothing's going to be coming off here. Yeah. Cool. So what I'm now going to be doing is just going to be cross-checking the haircut. So, okay. I'm just going to get a bit of water. Yeah, I just want to see. Yeah. I mean, funny enough, her hair does dry pretty fast, so that doesn't take that long to blow dry, really. Yeah, I just want to be, you'll see I'm going to be cross-checking the haircut. You'll see, especially working with the graduation, of course, into the layering. You will see over pretty much in general this area, you'll see that there will be a weight buildup. So I will be rounding that off like that. So the way I'm going to be cross-checking the haircut, working this way. So working vertical sections. Yep, right there, I was right. So you're just working that round. So go. And we're just seeing if there's anything. And all I want just want to make sure technically I'm reducing as much weight as possible to a certain degree, you know. My kind of like, you know, if I think about it like more of like an influence here, is kind of like a nice like almost like more of like I like to say more of like a 70s vibe, you know, kind of like almost, you know, like I still want, you know, beautiful curls. You know, still want a bit of volume as well, you know. So I'm not really going for too loose of a curl, but I just want to, I want to bring her beautiful curls out. So I want this beautiful shape. So yeah. Cool. All right. Now I'm going to be doing the same thing on the opposite side, working this way. Just rounding that off here. Cool. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. You know, I'm getting very excited, like especially looking forward to going to New York City and also New Jersey in July. So yeah, going back to my hometown. So yeah, going to get a really good bagel. So looking forward to that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know.
I still have a question.
Yeah.
Is this, obviously you're working with curls today.
Yeah.
I see, I'm not a hairdresser for those that are watching, I'm traditionally a barber. But is this quite a versatile approach to haircutting that could be done straight hair as well?
Oh, definitely, definitely. This is something that I use on straight hair as well. And you can use the same type of section pattern with a razor as well. So with the sections, once again, especially working with your elevation, you can do anything, which is brilliant. So this is a very overall, like almost very versatile look here. Something that works great for, you know, lots of different type of clients. So, you know, you have the one length, you have the graduation, and of course you have the layering. So you can also add fringe to it if you want. You can have it on straight hair, wavy hair, curly hair, you know. You can have it much shorter length if you want. So it's endless. So you can also even, if you need to work the more square layering or triangle layering, yeah. So you can actually have a lot of fun with it. So it's so versatile, absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm gonna be really just adding, you know, definitely like just adding water to it for now. Then, yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna first use a leave-in conditioner. The one I'm using is called Amino 18. And the thing is, she doesn't have like any chemical damage or anything, but I just love putting like a leave-in conditioner in girls' hair. You know, I like to keep the hair beautiful. So, so I will be adding a leave-in conditioner. So there we go. There we go. So this is actually almost like a leave-in conditioner treatment, usually for chemically treated hair. So I'm just gonna work this through. Yeah. So there's quite a few things you can actually do, especially with curly hair. You know. Yeah. This, you know, of course, you can actually, you know, like you can work it around your fingers. You know, if you want to do control, or if you actually want to put in plaits, so you can actually have a lot of fun with it. So, you know, that's why like I really want to do her hair for this video, because she's got such beautiful, beautiful texture. Now, what I'm actually also going to add, this is called Curl Designer. So this is actually meant for curly hair. So, and this will actually like kind of like first, when you first apply it and you dry it in, it's like almost like a little bit of like a shell or coating around the curl. And then when you loosen it up, it kind of softens it but retains a lot of the curl. So it's absolutely brilliant. So with curly hair, it likes a lot of product. Okay, so I like to use a lot of products, especially on this type of density of hair. And it's just absolutely amazing, like working with this. Usually with finer hair or fine to medium, I'll actually work with a bit more mousse. especially because mousse dries quite fast. But things you can add, especially different type of products to the hair. You know, even this, I can even add just maybe just a bit more of a hair. So sometimes I'll add a hair serum. So I'll add hair serum to the hair before I actually will dry it. So and then you see then what I'll be using afterwards, just to maybe kind of control some of that curl. Just wipe my hands. Cool. Then I'm just going to be gently combing the product through. The reason why I comb it through is to really evenly distribute the product throughout the hair, so the hair gets the full benefit of the product. So you just don't want to, like, you know, spot it on the, you know, the top area, and then the ends or maybe the roots don't get the full benefit. So that's why it's always beneficial to thoroughly comb the product through the hair. So you're going to see it's really going to be working beautifully in her hair. So I will be working with a diffuser. So I will be working with a Dyson blow dryer. It's just because they're really great for diffuse drying. You know, for myself, working with it on, you know, straightening, I definitely love it, like a very more, I put it on very high speed and high heat. In this case, you'll see. So I'm going to probably put on low speed first and high heat, just so I can still talk, you can still hear me as well. What I'm going to first do, I'm going to slightly tilt her hair back, all right, just so then I can put the hair into the little, you know, into the diffuser, and you're going to work with gravity. There we go. Just let it, you know, let the diffuser do all the work, let the blow dryer do all the work. So then, like I said, sometimes I even have them sit with a little pillow on the back of the chair and kind of lean back. So really when gravity, so their hair really kind of almost just let the gravity do all the work there. So yeah. So you see, it's gonna dry. Her hair dries quite quickly. So I want to try and get a little bit bigger hair here for her as well. I want kind of like that naughty curl. So, but it's actually beautiful virgin hair. So absolutely, I'm so jealous. Wish I had hair. So. How are we doing, Matthew? Yeah, how's everyone there? Is anyone still watching?
Yeah, still got plenty of people watching.
Oh, really? So guys,
Absolutely.
if you have any questions, please throw them away. Because I'm going to be here for a little bit, so please, this is the perfect time for me to answer your questions. So, I'm like a hair nerd, so I've studied hair for over 32 years. And I just wonder if there's anything I can help you out with, if you have any questions. So please. Oh, look at those curls. Oh my, oh la la. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. I wish Gerard was watching. He would love these curls. Yeah, so let me just double check if my model is still there. Are you okay, love? Yeah, you're still there? Okay. Just because she really can't see anything, so I hope she trusts me with everything, so. There we go. So you see, it's just going to be, what I might do is I might just turn down the heat a little bit. There we go. Oh, look at those. And so for myself, I love embracing the curl, embracing the texture. Okay, so once again, now, because like as you see, it's blow drying the curls in the back, I'm now going to be slightly asking my model, Isabel, if you just please, just tilt your head this way a little bit, like, no, the other way, yeah, go this way. And you see, by working with gravity, and this is what I would actually ask the clients to do. And then if you want, you can put them up here if you want. Now, if you really want to get maybe a bit more height, a bit of volume, you could do a little massage with the diffuser. You know, because it's got the little prongs here, which actually act like as fingers. Just be careful of the heat. Sometimes I move it just so I can let some of the heat out. But working with curl, I absolutely love working with diffusers. I love curly hair. I mean, it's funny, like the majority of most of my clients this week, I was doing my clients this week in Nottingham, majority of them actually have curly hair. And I was just absolutely, I love, curly hair is one of my favorite things. Favorite things to do is working with curly hair. I think it's definitely embrace. I think, especially for your clients, it's about educating them because of like how to embrace their curls, embrace their texture. Because the thing is, the more educated they are about their own hair, you know, one, they're going to purchase the products from you, and especially if you show them how to style their hair themselves at home, and then their hair is going to look great all the time. And then what you're going to create is the most important person in the hair salon, which is called the returning client. Yes. All right. So if you thought you were the most important person in the hair salon, maybe not, you know. But the thing is, it's the returning client. They'll be coming back to you over and over. And what do? They help pay for your car bill, your rent, your phone bill. That's what a client is to us. Of course, they're our friends, or, you know, we love doing their hair. We've known them for years. But at the end of the day, they're helping us live a beautiful life, and especially a passionate life being a hairdresser. So. Cool. There we go. Look at those curls, huh? Yeah. So, and once again, I mean, there we go. So all curls are different. So depending on how you want to kind of like embrace the curls or work with the curls, so definitely product is definitely a key important factor, you know, especially lots of moisture. So, and how you're really working with the curls, you know, it's if you have that fine hair or thick hair. Sometimes even today, you know, I was having my student, his name was Thomas. I was teaching him because you get the one to really touch the hair while during the diffuse dry. And I was like, no, we're gonna just blow dry this with a diffuser like the sun. And you get them wanting to touch it. I was like, no, we're gonna create. I don't want it to be too curly, or I don't want it to be too voluminous. We'll create a very strong natural look. So, cool, Matthew. How are we doing there? Any questions?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I've got some questions coming through.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, first of all, Russian says it's mind blowing. Obviously, really into this. He also asked, what's the price of this dryer? But I imagine that's probably different from one country to another. I believe the Dyson dryer is like £2.99, Great British pounds in the UK.
About 300 quid, so that'd be about, let's say $450 maybe, or $400.
Alison Parkin is asking, what products have we used, please?
Okay. So Matthew, if you want to hold that one, Matthew's going to help me diffuse dry. So I use the products I use the Mood Curl Designer. All right, this is a great Italian product. So especially I'm the global artist for Mood, which is also a hair color brand. Then also I use Amino 18, which is a leave-in repair treatment. I'm not saying that her hair needed it, but I love using that product. And I put also a little of the serum from Mood in. So, thank you. Sorry, you got my cameraman to start diffuse drying.
So we also have Lewis Foster saying, I love curls.
Oh, yes.
Ryan Fletcher Waymouth saying, looks amazing, Sid, high fives.
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
And Minhan says, or asks, can we use texture shears to remove thicker hair?
Okay. You know what the best thing to answer that? Yes, you can. You know, you could do whatever actually you want, right? You can. But the thing is, so you can do texture scissors or shears, especially with the bigger holes. But the thing is, it might give you a little bit more of a different result. So remember, every tool that we use, a razor, thinning scissors, texture scissors,
you know, clippers, trimmers, foil shavers, whatever. They are the tools of the hairdresser or barber. Okay, so the thing is, you're an artist. You know, we are artists. We work with our mind, our hands, and our heart. So you're, you know, it's a craft. So you do whatever you want, really. Can I use those type of shears on this? Yes, I can, but I choose not to because, especially with my client, I wanted something a bit more like. There's something about her personality. When I first met her, I was drawn to because she's got, even though she's like a university student, she's got such energy that she seems like kind of like a goddess, you know, where her youthful energy and her personality deserves a bit more like amazing, really voluminous, sort of like kind of carefree style, you know, just like her personality. So, and that's why I was kind of like choosing a bit more working with more of a technical shape, you know, for this. So, yeah. So that's why I chose that. But to answer your question, yeah, you can, if you really want a much more looser result. So, okay guys, so this is actually drying quite quickly here. A lot took me by surprise now fast. So, there we go. So,
Ryan's asking, what is your favorite product for curly hair?
Honestly, the curl designer. Okay, like I said, this is great. You know what it's like? It's like what is it? It's like you know, you have those candies that it has like a hard shell on the outside, and then you bite into it. It's a bit more liquidy, you know. That's what it reminds me of. So at first, it might seem like a bit of like a hard shell, but when you kind of just use your magical fingers and loosen it up, oh, it's gorgeous. So it actually really is one of my favorite products to use. I also for curly hair, just use conditioner. Yeah, conditioner from the backwash. Yeah, just use that. And yeah, so I do love working with, you know, usually I use a lot of Mood hair care products, and I use them. They have one, it's called an Instant Repair Mask, and it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, even Matthew loves it for when he does his clients, you know, for his men. So, oh. It's like it's like a mixture. I want 70s, like 80s hair, you know, something out of disco, you know, something that's, you know, really voluminous, but also I want her hair to move. She's young, she's you know, full of energy, her personality explodes. I want her hair to kind of move with it, move with the times. That's why creating that bit of volume, working with layering, and also working with that shape for the graduation.
Evelyn says beautiful hair.
I know, I'm very lucky. I think it's all about the hair, not me, what I did with it. It's not me, she did all the work. Okay guys, so I'm just finishing up here. So it's got about a couple more minutes. And then, yeah, and then we're gonna have to call it a night. Once again, so Matthew, you do me a favor, can you just show them and just explain what the lines mean? So this is how I did my haircut, everyone.
Okay, so the green lines represent the sections, the red lines represent the elevation, and the blue lines there represent the cutting line. And this here is our Instagram handle. It'd be great if you could give us a follow. Really appreciate it.
And also, can you wish us luck? Because I think I'm gonna tomorrow. I go down to London because I'm up for, I'm a finalist on the Men's Color Specialist Awards for Color Awards, Color World UK, and I am nervous as hell, so I'm probably going to be vomiting in the toilet on the train the whole time. So please, wish me luck, guys. Yeah. Okay. And also we have another staff member. Her name is Gusta. She's also a finalist in the same awards, but for creative coloring. So I'm just so excited for her. So please guys, we have a lot of things happening here at the Sid Sultan Academy. And yes, I'm going to be in New York City and New Jersey
in July. So yeah. If you see me walking down the street, don't punch me. Cool. We're just finishing up. Okay. Now the thing is, I'm not going to be drying it all the way. So I still want to leave a little bit of there we go. So now what I'm going to be doing, there we go. Yeah. There we go. There we go. So I'm loving this. Cool. So what I'm actually going to be doing, let me just grab my other scissors. So I wasn't expecting to do this, I apologize. I'm not going to be ready. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is, as you see these little flyaways, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm using my longer scissors here from Sakura, and I'm putting the tip of my blade here. And just smoothing that out a tiny bit here. Don't worry, I'm just taking these little bits off here. Yeah. There we go. My glasses are falling off. All right. Now, once again, guys, there's many different ways. You know, I didn't really texturize this. I didn't think I needed to, really. I kind of really like, you know. One thing is there's so many different ways of doing maybe long layers or working with curly hair. That choice is yours. So I will be putting, this is something called crackling oil foam. And this is I'm going to use just a tiny bit. It actually makes little crackling noises. So like this. If you saw, tilt your head back for me, please. There we go. I'm going to smooth this out that way. Ah, there we go. There we go, yes. Definitely. So, very salon-friendly technique. Now, what I'll do is just do a slight little bit of a recap. I mean, I would even make this even a little bit bigger too. And the way you can do is just give her a little scalp massage. And you can loosen this up here. I mean, the curls she has, absolutely amazing. You can use a wee bit of hairspray, you know, and even if you want this even be bigger, do it the old school way, flip her head on over and really, give her lots of support, lots of big hair. So depending on what, you know, your client is after, maybe the energy, the vibe, and also these things, I'm glad that she's here listening to all this. She can then go at home and have some extra knowledge on how to recreate her style at home as well. So, but yeah. So just the way I started the haircut, now I have to be honest, before I started the live video, I did the one length first. Very quickly, she only wanted a wee bit of a trim, so about a ½ inch off. We just did that with one length sectioning. Then I first started the haircut working with diagonal sections over directing the hair forward, going from shorter to longer. And then I worked my way back, and then each section I was elevating this a little bit higher. So I did both sides. Then I worked with vertical sections in the back, almost like orange segments or pizza pie, right? So working with slightly vertical sections that were following the head shape in the back. Then I worked with vertical sections on the sides, still over directing back and cutting this a round shape here. Okay, everyone. And then, of course, I started with the product. I worked, my favorite product, once again, is the Curl Designer from Mood. Worked that through, works great for curls. And then diffuse it with, I put it on a little more high heat, but on a very low speed setting, or low airflow, just because of the video. Normally, you keep it on a medium and high heat. So, all right, everyone. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's almost like a sharing of knowledge. So thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you very much, Matthew, for being my amazing cameraman.
you know, and of course, my beautiful model here. Thank you so much, Isabel. So, well, I hope you're going to like the haircut. If not, I'm in trouble. And yeah, so any last minute questions here?
There's a question from Ryan asking, could you use a light spray of the Daily Care leave-in product to add some moisture back after you've diffused?
Yeah, so you could just do a light mist of a leave-in conditioner spray. That's not a problem. Because once again, any type of water type substance will actually just reactivate any curls, especially if the hair gets a little bit curly. Because what will happen is you're putting moisture almost from, because it's wet, the water content will actually help almost reignite any type of curl and also weigh down any frizz. So that's the reason why. So yes, you can.